Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat podcast, your one-stop shop for daily Miami Heat content. My name is Amir, and if you guys are new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on Miami Heat news, rumors, and updates. So for today's episode, got an interesting topic that I want to dive into. So we're currently on Kevin Durant watch, and there hasn't been any movement or any updates as of yet today with Kevin Durant and where he might end up. But I do want to talk about a report that came out a few days ago, basically saying that the Miami Heat's plan B should be focusing on trying to acquire Jonathan Kuminga from the Golden State Warriors as a fallback option if the Miami Heat miss out on big name targets like Kevin Durant, or if a Giannis becomes available, or a Trae Young, or any other all-star. If they can't acquire one of those types of players, then Kuminga could be a player to talk about in trade rumors, and this could be an appealing plan B for the Miami Heat. And so for today's episode, we'll break that down. So for those who might not be as familiar with Jonathan Kuminga, let's do a quick breakdown. So he's super young. He's a talented forward, plays for the Golden State Warriors, drafted number 7 overall in the 2021 NBA draft. Hasn't been playing a lot, honestly. He's been in and out of the rotation. Steve Kerr hasn't been giving him as much of an opportunity that I think he potentially deserves. And he is a raw player to a certain degree still. He has a ton of athleticism. He has the physical tools and the gifts. He's shown flashes that he could be a very good player. He stands at 6 feet 7 tall. He is also has a really good wingspan. It's around 7 feet 7'1" wingspan, which gives him a lot of upside on the defensive end. And again, like I mentioned, he's an explosive athlete with the ability to guard multiple positions. And offensively, he does have the potential to be a very good two-way player and an all-star in this league. I think he just needs the right opportunity. He needs to obviously work on his shooting, and he needs just to be a focal point in an offensive system, which I think that's going to help elevate him. So his offensive game is a work in progress. Again, we've seen flashes of brilliance where he's had some games where he's scored over 30 points, was an effective 3-level scorer, but he's not consistent with that. He doesn't really have a good 3-point shot or a jump shot right now, but he can get to the rim really well. Like, he has confidence as a ball handler. He has been improving in that area as well. Again, his shooting still needs work, particularly from beyond the arc, especially if he wants to be a 3-and-D type of wing. But his raw talent and his upside make him a very intriguing player. So why does Kuminga make sense as a fallback option for the Miami Heat specifically if they miss out on KD? So first off, the Miami Heat made it very clear that they need to make changes. They need to add a star level player, or they just need to add different role players and rotational players. And basically, if we can't get Kevin Durant, who I think would be a great fit for this Miami Heat team, or Giannis, who we thought would have requested a trade, hasn't done that yet, maybe still will. You know, the offseason is young. I mean, technically, we're not really in the offseason because the NBA Finals are still going on. But if we can't add one of those players, then Kuminga, because of his age, can be a good fit with building a roster around him, Tyler, and Bam Adebayo. So he is definitely younger than Tyler and specifically Bam Adebayo, but he has a manageable contract. He is looking for a max extension that after his rookie scale contract, which would be around $30 million per year, which would probably go up from 30 to 32 to 33 or so in that range. I don't know if he's really deserving of that technically, but it's not a crazy contract. Like, this is just the nature of NBA contracts in the CBA, and the cap is going to go up, obviously, as the NBA is going to sign new TV agreements and deals, and so that threshold is going to go up, obviously, and players are going to have the ability to continue to make more money. So I think adding him with Eric Spoelstra and with our coaching staff who can help develop young players, I think he could definitely fit in with the Miami Heat's culture. He can address some of the Miami Heat's needs, which is we need guys who are athletic. We need two-way players. He wouldn't address the scoring completely, honestly, but he does have value in that area, and he does come with a lot of upside. And I wish the Miami Heat honestly traded him for him versus Andrew Wiggins. But again, that is also an issue too. We already have Andrew Wiggins, but he's only here for at least one more year guaranteed. Wiggins then has a player option 2 years from now. And so we don't know if he's going to want to stay with the Miami Heat. So maybe getting Kuminga to play with Wiggins, reunite them on the Miami Heat for 1 year could be great again, because now we're adding again another athletic wing that can defend, that can score at times. And that's exactly what the Miami Heat needs. Someone who could score, but also more importantly, two-way players who are long, athletic, and defensive minded. So again, his versatility on defense stands out. I think that's what makes me excited about the opportunity to get Kuminga. He's a tough-minded defensive player, and Spoelstra loves those types of players. With departures of Jimmy Butler and some other players, Kuminga's ability to guard multiple positions, whether it's on the perimeter, because he can guard point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, that would make him a excellent addition. And I'm sure he can also guard the four as well position. So Kuminga could slot in as a primary defender on wings specifically, but he can help guard players in the East like Jason Tatum, like Giannis, and other wing players in the East. I think that's going to help this Miami Heat tremendously. Again, because I mentioned his length, his athleticism, it gives him the ability to guard threes and fours. And of course, he's quick enough, athletic enough to guard point guards and shooting guards. So the biggest thing, though, with him is offensively, that's still a work in progress, but he has the potential to strive in Miami's system. So he's not yet a shooter, but I think working alongside Bam and Tyler Herro will give him the ability to finish at the rim. If he can cut off ball, weak side, strong side, he's going to be a huge asset. If we put him in the dunker spot, he is someone that can thrive with Tyler Herro, who has become a better playmaker and who is getting a lot of attention on the offensive end. So I think that's going to help. The Miami Heat, they value movement similar to the Golden State Warriors, so they do enjoy playing small ball. So they do have good ball sharing and spacing to a certain degree. And Kuminga could operate in the open floor. He can help run the fast break. He can create opportunities as an energy guy. He would be a great slasher, like I mentioned, a great cutter, especially playing off the ball, which probably he would if we have Tyler Herro mostly with the ball in his hands. Andrew Wiggins obviously is going to have good usage. Same with Bam Adebayo. So I think he's going to be focusing more on off-ball opportunities. And if he continues to develop his three-point shot, he could be the perfect fit for this Miami Heat's system. But again, his energy and hustle are going to be invaluable for this team. So adding him to the core, though, of Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro, that's an evolving core, and Kuminga could complement both of them. So Bam is going to be the focal point in the paint. Herro is going to be the primary perimeter scorer. Kuminga could then slide in as that versatile player where he's tasked at defending the best opposing players, essentially wings, shooting guards, and also providing scoring in transition, I think. And he's someone who can get to the rack, get to the rim. Tyler Herro has drastically improved in that area, which is great, but we need someone else who can get to the rim. We thought that was Andrew Wiggins. He didn't do that great of a job getting to the rim like I thought he would. He was more of like that mid-range shooter, took a lot of threes. Also, I think he was shooting like 7 attempts. So we need someone who can get to the rack. Kuminga's fit with Bam would be interesting, having another dynamic, long, athletic guy, a good defensive guy next to Bam Adebayo. Like their explosiveness together would be huge on the defensive end. So looking towards the future, Kuminga, again, could be that type of player who fits this young up-and-coming roster with Tyler Herro being 25, Bam is 27, Nico is 21, Khalil Ware is 21, we have Hawkes who's 23, like we have Pelle Larsson who's 22. Like we do have a lot of young guys on this roster. If you look at the two ways, then we got Kashad Johnson, who's 21, 22 years old. Isaiah Stevens, 22 years old. So we do have a lot of young, talented players on this roster. Not sure what a trade would look like. Who would we have to give up in order to get him? But again, the potential upside for him is huge. I think he could bring value to this Miami Heat team. I think he is someone we should consider if we can't get Kevin Durant. But also, I think it's bullshit that we didn't get him for Jimmy Butler. Like, that's such a wasted opportunity by this Miami Heat team that they weren't able to pry him from the Warriors, even though they weren't willing to really play him a lot. You saw in the playoffs, he didn't get much time until Jimmy and Steph, were banged up, especially Steph missing multiple games in that second round. Then you finally saw him step up, and he showed signs in the playoffs that he is a capable player, which is a huge thing because playoffs tell, as Pat Riley always says. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Do the Miami Heat need to shift focus to get Kuminga, if possible, if we don't get KD or some other all-star during the offseason? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.